Time to man up.
It's time to man up. Thanks for keeping it locked to the Man Up Sports Show, where we are talking teams that have a shot at winning it all this year in the NFL. We ended the last segment off talking about a real team that has a shot, the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers and Ravens just ended a bloodbath this past week. Anytime you see the Steelers and Ravens play, you automatically know one thing. Somebody is going to the hospital after the game.
Somebody is getting knocked out.
Knocked out, absolutely. And this year, it was the tight end for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He got laid out.
Oh, boy.
Man, wow. I thought his back, he was going to need like a bacchiotomy.
A bacchiotomy.
His back, man, that was a nasty-looking hit.
He folded up like a lawn chair.
But did you see the hit? I mean, directly to the head, like bent them in half almost. That was a nasty-looking hit. Ben Roethlisberger got his nose broke, which I thought was pretty funny.
That was funny. And why did you get a fine for that?
I don't understand why he got fined $15,000 for breaking Ben Roethlisberger's nose when it was an accident.
It was an accident.
He was reaching his arm around, hit him in the head.
He should get a better face mask. That big old Jim Plunkett face mask with your whole face out.
But he is a pretty tough guy. I mean, he was already playing with a broken foot, if I'm not mistaken. Wrapped it up, and then got his nose broke, and still went out and got a W.
Am I wrong for thinking, though, that Haloti Ngata should have gotten paid $15,000 for punching Ben Roethlisberger in the face?
I'm with you on that.
I definitely think that somebody from the Baltimore Ravens should at least step up and pay the fine.
Pay the fine, like give him
Step up, pay the fine. Here's my question, though. I think we're pretty comfortable where the Pittsburgh Steelers are. Where are the Baltimore Ravens? We mentioned earlier that they lost to Atlanta. They lost to the Patriots. They lose to the Steelers. But they're still one of those highly respected teams. Where are they really, Big West?
I think they're a top 5 team, but the question with the Ravens, for me, is Flacco. I don't believe in Flacco. I don't.
I don't either.
I just don't think he can do it. So.
The Baltimore Ravens have been in an interesting position. For the past 10 years, the defense has been carrying that team, and they've been waiting for the offense to step up. Now, they've kind of loaded up on offensive talent this year, got some additional wide receivers for Flacco to throw to. I think they've kind of solidified the running game with Ray Rice. But
I don't think their running game is as strong as everybody else thinks. I think Ray Rice is legitimate.
I think it's doable.
I don't like Willis McGahee. He's lost several steps to me. I just don't see it for him.
He's a little long in the tooth. I think that injury from Miami affected him a lot more than people may give it credit for.
I think he's too busy hanging out with the Real Housewives of Atlanta to really run the football.
Alex, do you think the Ravens have a shot this year in the playoffs?
I love Ray Lewis. I honestly think he's the best middle linebacker of all time, even better than Butkus at this point. But, I agree. Their running game is not everything it's cracked up to be. Ray Rice seems to be getting bottled up a lot more this year than he has the past couple. I don't know about Flacco. His rookie year, it seemed like he and Matt Ryan were neck and neck as who's the better quarterback. At this point, I think it's pretty clear that Matt Ryan's a bit ahead of him at this stage. And, I agree with Kendall. I think they're a top 5 or 6 team, but when it comes down to it, do I see them, now that they lost to Pittsburgh and are probably going to have an extra game and probably have to go on the road to make it through the AFC? I just don't see it.
Is the running game issues that they're having, is that the league-wide type of disrespect for Flacco as a passer? Is it his inability to make teams pay? Or is it, like you said, is it Willis McGahee kind of getting longer in the tooth and maybe Ray Rice not being as effective as he should be?
I think part of it is that they've played a really tough schedule against some really good defenses.
Really, really tough. I guess for me, I don't know. With the addition of Houshmandzadeh and the people that they've added on the offensive end, I just expected more from the offense this year. But I find it seems like we've been saying that for the past 5 years from this Ravens offense. I feel like that by the time the offense really gets it together, the defense is gonna lose its hold on what
Ray Lewis is gonna be coaching.
By the time they get together, yeah, Ray Lewis could be coaching.
He could be coaching. Yeah.
It's a terrible waste to have what I think possibly could be, when you talk about this past 10-year period, the best defense the NFL has seen in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, they've kept it together
They sure have.
for a solid 10 years. And
Ray Lewis been in the league, 15 years now?
About 15 years, yeah.
Yeah.
They've had a top defense for 10 of those.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he only has one Super Bowl ring to show for it, when the cliche is defense wins championships, is almost absurd to me.
Maybe they should put him in running back.
I wish I could see Wes's face. He's like, man, whatever with the Ravens. So the Steelers, man, you don't think Mike Tomlin should even be in the running for Coach of the Year, Wes?
Maybe. I mean, he's done a good job, and I will admit I threw some hate his way. I just don't.
I got him behind Belichick.
No,
I got him behind Belichick for Coach of the Year.
No, I think the Rams coach has done more with his team and his talent than what Mike Tomlin has done with his team.
This is what I don't understand, and maybe Alex, you can help me answer this question. Traditionally, people tend to give the Coach of the Year to some loser team that overachieved, and they say, "Oh, it's a miracle," and whatever. Instead of giving it to a coach like Bill Belichick, who year after year produces, and you see, oh, well, it's the defense. Well, defense coordinator left. Oh, well, it's Tom Brady in the offensive coordinator left. It's Bill Belichick. It's Bill Belichick. He has proven time and time again, and I think he proved everybody wrong, including myself, by shipping out Randy Moss and bringing in the Louisville product, my man.
But he brought in your boy, Branch.
Deion Branch.
Deion Branch, yeah.
Who did nothing in Seattle other than wearing lime green gloves.
Yeah, but they didn't know how to use them.
Apparently.
But with wide receivers, you always see that. You see a wide receiver leave one place and go to another, and either he's more productive, less productive. Look like Mike Williams with the Seattle Seahawks. If you would have told me last year he was gonna have a year like he's having this year, I would have slapped you. I was like, this dude's gonna be working at Publix.
But my thing is, it seems like year after year, Richard Seymour, for example, there is a high-paid, highly sought-after free agent leaving the Patriots, and everybody's saying, "Oh my goodness, what are they going to do?" They're going to do what they've always done under Bill Belichick. Yeah. They're going to win.
It's the system and the preparation he goes through. Yeah, he's a great coach.
I don't think he gets enough credit. Alex, who you got? Coach of the Year this year?
Well, I think Belichick's a very good pick. He's a leader of men. He has a great system. Matt Castle is his quarterback. Tom Brady as his quarterback. You really can't fault Belichick as a pick. I think Mike Smith deserves a lot of credit for what he's done with the Falcons. He took a team that looked like it was headed as far south as the team could possibly go after the Bobby Petrino debacle, which was a terrible hire. And the Mike Vick fiasco, and has produced the first 3 consecutive winning seasons in the franchise's history. He's a really smart guy. He's a great stats guy. He apparently just knows the probability of the best outcome in basically any kind of situation. He's just a really smart guy. I think he's not getting as much pub as he should for the way the Falcons are playing this year. They're a mentally tougher team than they've been in years past as well. I still probably would give the edge to the Pats as long as they finish out strong. They've had a really tough schedule, overcome a lot of injuries, a lot of departures, had a lot of really young players come in this year, and they've reached a point where they're really performing at a high level. So either Belichick or Smith is a good pick for me.
And speaking of performing at a high level, they just waxed the Jets. So, that
means nothing. The Jets ran their mouths. that was coming.
Everybody's Super Bowl darling, the Jets. I mean, and a good team.
I don't like the Jets.
The Jets are a very talented team, man.
I don't like the Jets because they have to blitz too much to get pressure up front.
Can somebody tell me what happened to Revis Allen? Did all the inmates
He ran
break
his
out?
mouth so much.
All the inmates broke out of Revis Allen? It looked like a bad episode of Lost. I couldn't even tell who he was checking last night. I don't understand why Antonio Cromartie was trying to guard Deion Branch. I don't understand that when
too big of a corner.
He's too big.
He's
yeah,
too big of a corner.
And the Pats just made them look incredibly bad last night. They didn't even look like a playoff team.
But if you have to blitz Tom Brady, you're compromising your defense. You have to blitz to get pressure. You have to get pressure with your front four, your front three. They blitz too much. You see the blitz, it's like he's down there, he's looking. I see you. Here come the blitz. Hey, it's coming to you, dog. He's coming. He's coming. He's pointing at him.
Wes Welker.
Slant right in your face.
They ate him for lunch last night.
But the real issue was, why couldn't they tackle those miniature wide receivers?
Yeah, the wide receivers average, 5'8", 5'9"?
And they couldn't tackle them. I would have somebody's head.
It was awful. It was really, really awful. I mean, the Jets have won some pretty close games, and they've not played great. But I've not seen him play that bad, I don't think, all year.
I don't like Mark Sanchez. I don't like him.
Alex, do you believe in Sanchez? You think he can get the Jets where they need to go?
I don't know about Sanchez either. There's you never know about these Southern California guys.
Say it again.
You're playing, you grow up in Southern California, you play at USC. You don't necessarily have a whole lot of experience playing football in the cold, and this was a bitterly cold game in New England, and he did not look good.
He was shivering. You could see him shivering.
He looked awful. I think did not look good.
It's an understatement,
yeah. That upgraded him a bit. I think he looked awful. He looked really, really bad. And,
he made a statistically very poor Patriots defense look like one of the best defenses in the league. So, I think maybe I was too generous. That was not a good performance at all.
That absolutely did. You talking about the Patriots defense rated last or almost 30th in the NFL right now for defense, and he made them look like they were the Ravens.
Like they were the Ravens. Like it was,
It looked like the steel curtain out there that he was playing against. It was terrible. We're going to take a quick break, be right back, and we're going to tell you who our Super Bowl pick is if the game was played next week. Hang on.